So strap in. There's a little bit of offensive language here, a little bit of spicy content. So this is a compilation that someone made. The truth.
At least Hank admitted to being stomped out by the girl. He did. He said her foot was on my face. Her foot was on my face. Or he said her foot was on my head. So at least he admitted it.
And I'm not gonna lie, the arc continues. The arc goes on. Because y'all already know we're hit with a familiar face. Hank is back. We getting a whole deep dive. We going fully into what Mr. Hank Hanjon Yu has really been up to. Tough. So yeah, let's get right into it. Shout out Legal Mindset. We got who is Hank? Like I said, Hank Hanjon Yu. Johnny Somali's top ally, summary review. If you guys want to watch the original video, down description below to get around phase of conjecture. And without further ado, let's get right into it. No cap. I know what it is.
All right, let's get into talking about Hank. Now, we're going to go on a little bit of a deep dive in here, a little bit of his backstory. Now, of course, Hank is a Korean. He's South Korean. And he, for a time, lived in the United States. Now, this is going to go into his backstory. Now, why am I doing this? Let me say this. Start here. And this is where the Hank content gets deep. We're doing this because this stuff that Johnny has done in Korea would not be possible without allies that were in Korea. If he didn't have people in Korea that were helping him, he would never have been able to do this. He would never have been able to get this far. He would have failed out. He would have been buffed out. He would have been arrested quickly. In fact, if Hank was not there when the police came several times, I guarantee you this would have been stopped earlier. If it was just Johnny, he would have been stopped earlier.
Yeah, that makes sense because Johnny was the main crash out, obviously. We really know that. And you can see in some of the videos where Hank tries to mediate the situations, even though he's clearly not making any of them better. But yeah, I'd say in overall terms, obviously the worst crash out of these butt buddies we got here is clearly Johnny. But Hank, you're not absolved of anything. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait till we get deeper in this, John. This gonna be a funny one, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you.
However, it was not. And that actually did help Johnny materially. In addition, he was giving Johnny essentially legal advice, essentially telling him what was legal and not legal. When we watched the ABC Pizza video, we saw repeatedly, Hank said to Johnny, hey, if you disrupt their business, right, they can sue you. If you make them lose money, they can sue you. Right? He was telling him, like, hey. In other cases, he was actually, even in the fireworks video, he was saying, hey, watch the tree, because if you burnt the tree, that could be criminal. Right. So there were there was things along the way. You can see that Hank was like wary of crimes. He's very aware of what is criminal and what is not. Now, that very much helped him. But that caused people to ask, well, who is Hank? Who is this guy that was helping him? What's his background? Who is he? Where does he come from? And I'm going to give this kind of without bias in terms of just a little bit of the background here. And there is some stuff I know that some people are going to have some reactions and some feelings about. And I would just say, once again, this is not to make a political comment on any of this, stuff from the U.S. side, right?
I'm already knowing because, yeah, if y'all don't really know, boy, your boy Hank been getting into a lot. Clearly, he's a lover of the Industrial Revolution and maybe some other things that could have spawned, from that time, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? Not to say that, obviously, like the main Johns with politics and John back in there with these heads, but... yeah, he's a bit of he might be a little supremacist, if you may say. Yeah, y'all done seen some of the pictures. If you look up his name, literally Hank Yu, like, as it says up here, bruh, you gonna see some quite controversial pictures. Matter of fact, you saw the thumbnail of this vid, so y'all gonna know what we dealing with. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's more to just show you, okay, this is who Hank is, and this is the type of person who is coming into this scenario, right? So most people knew Hank. Hank was actually a little bit of an internet meme before he came to the Johnny Somali situation. So many people recognized him for some of his, let's call it cosplay. Let's call it cosplay. So here's Hank over here, and a little bit of his reenactment. I don't know whether he actually did real reenactment or not, but a little bit.
Nah, you know Hank was pulling up to the wartime reenactments. I ain't go there. Yo, Hank was there when they dropped the Declaration of Independence. He was there signing. He couldn't wait to get his signature on that, John. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's really tough. But yeah, bro, y'all can clearly see like what flag he got. He got the Confederate flag and John in the back. Yeah, he got some ideals, let's say.
Lord Jesus.
Tough.
bit of his little bit of reenactment there. Now his real name is Heon Jong-yu, right? He's called Hank. Most people call him Hank, but his real name is Heon Jong-yu. Just so you guys know. And then I'll play another one here. There's another little clip of him that was very infamous. Once again, these were very infamous images that were shared around before. Now, regardless of how you may feel about his ability to, dress up in a tri-corner hat.
Yo, I didn't even see this one.
He got his 1800s hat on.
Yo, this is the quickest way for bulls to legitimately clown you online. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bruh. And again, y'all know how we like freedom of speech is obviously everyone is entitled to have their freedom of speech. And clearly the person on screen being Hank, the free speech absolutist over here.
Did somebody put that together, right?
What do you mean?
Picture.
Yeah, he did. Hank. Who else gonna put this? Who is about to waste their time trying to put this fool Hank with freaking Nazi symbols in John, bro? Wow. You got to be a weirdo.
Somebody did that.
Only bulls I'm seeing do that is Johnny Somali super fans. Like, what type of John are we seeing here? Oh, my main point to that is just like it's not surprising to see like Hank's ideals and actions, especially if y'all saw the interview that we covered like a couple days ago. Like seeing these pictures and then associating him with his answers and the stuff he was saying, it makes perfect sense. Like I don't know what else to tell bulls.
And throw an American flag up, and perhaps some interesting flags there in the background. But that said, that was what he was doing in the United States. Also, there's a very interesting video of him here. Let me play this one here. This is a very interesting little video of Hank. Okay, little bit of stuff over here. Okay, so we're gonna play this video. I'm just gonna play a couple seconds of this one. Here's old Hank.
Ain't no way he got the revolver. Oh my God.
What we said? Turn around, take 10 steps and turn.
Yo, he said back to back. All right, gentlemen. 10 paces forward, turn back, and shoot that ball. You already know how that boy goes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm already. Yo, are y'all seeing this down here? I ain't even see that craziness right here. I'm just going. Let me just go ahead and let me just go ahead and do this for y'all real quick. So anyway, like I was saying, this fool is absolutely crazy. Like I don't know what to see here. He wanted to be Arthur Morgan so bad it's genuinely ridiculous, bro. Somebody need to send him back to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, let's just speed up.
My God, Jay.
I don't see that.
Like Jesus.
Doing some twirling. So let me get
The Black Lives Matter. Dixie Two Arms.
Okay, so I'm not gonna sit through the Dixie theme that he plays after that.
Yeah, I don't know
but essentially,
what we're doing,
he was making some videos online, and one of the reasons why he was doing this, and why I think he engaged with Johnny Somali is he became sort of like an internet meme. He kind of blew up on being a little bit of a meme, right? He made some like statements, some like racially charged statements, and that went viral. And this happens with a lot of people on the internet. And frankly, it's not just Hank, it's a lot of people. Well, they'll do one thing and they'll blow up. The best example of this is like, he's like the South Korean version of the Hawk Tuah girl.
I was about to say, Hawk Tuah, catch me outside, girl. I mean, like, are y'all surprised? Nah, not really. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right? You guys all know the Hawk Tuah girl, right? I'm sure you know the Hawk Tuah girl. But he's kind of like the South Korean Hawk Tuah girl. Like he had his little moment for doing something controversial. Now he's made racially charged statements and stuff like that that got him his bump in subs. Of course, he then got banned off of YouTube. So he had a YouTube, I guess, that hit at some point 300K subs, which can happen if you have a viral moment. If you have a viral moment, you can all of a sudden jump up and.
I mean,
300K
like 1,000. Yeah, like he got a plaque. Like he got enough to get a plaque, like a silver plaque. That's actually insane.
Isn't that 2? Or no?
Nah,
you get one.
Because you only get like one plaque for each milestone per
channel.
Okay. Unless you like lose a plaque or something, but you can reorder it.
So he got his plaque.
No, I'm assuming he didn't get a plaque because obviously his content and all that was bad and he got banned.
Oh, so they don't just automatic send it to you?
You would qualify for it,
but
it obviously depends on the graces you're in with YouTube. So clearly, like, because you think about it, if like a botted account or whatever got to 100K, like I doubt that they're gonna probably send it a plaque. Like you could probably realize this content is fake or is botted.
Wow.
But maybe he did. I don't know. I just doubt that he got a plaque clearly because of the motivations of his content. Like,
So who leached on who? Johnny leached on him?
Nah.
He leached on
Johnny.
Johnny.
Leached on Johnny for sure. That's clear because even with Hank being an internet meme, who's the more prevalent one in this situation currently? That would be obviously Johnny. He's our MC, our main character.
subs. The problem is with viral moments like Hawk Tuah is when you try to make them into a thing, when you try to make that into an entire personality and a thing. And obviously with Hawk Tuah Girl, she now may have to deal with the SEC because she's, maybe doing some stuff with crypto that was kind of scammy, right? I mean, you can look over to CoffeeZilla, who does good coverage on.
No, legal mindset. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it for you, Carrie. No, she's a scammer. She pulled a rug pull. Yeah, like she straight up just pulled a rug pull. Like the Hawk Tuah coin or the Hawk coin, straight rug pull. Like that junk got rugged immediately, and all the top bulls that got in on the first pre-sale sold immediately, and all the stupid bulls that decided they were gonna buy Hawk Tuah coin because either one, you're literally a sick freak and you think the Hawk Tuah girl is the baddest girl ever, or two, you somehow thought you were gonna be the genius that was gonna get in on this first and profit off of the other bulls. No, bulls is 15 steps ahead of you on that, and that's why they got these pre-sales and whitelisting, John. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hawk Tuah, scam Tuah, tough.
That and everybody else, right? Should try to make a podcast, try to make something out, try to stretch that 15 seconds of fame, that TikTok, into a lifetime. And look, I don't blame anybody for trying to do that, but if that's your whole personality, then it's kind of difficult. Now with Hank, if making a crazy statement is your entire personality, we'll understand that the problem with that is
because I feel like with like the Hawk Tuah Girl, like the one hit wonder Jones, it's hard to apply some of these as talents that you could make go on for a prolonged time. Like what else could the Hawk Tuah Girl, like besides going to the crypto route and being a scammer, what else was she gonna do to build off this brand? No one is buying Hawk Tuah merch unironically, you know what I mean? Or if you are, like, again, you're a loser. But like, and no one's about to be watching the Hawk Tuah podcast unironically, because if you are, bro, whoo, man, your mind is rotted, boy. Your mind's gone.
There's people watching it.
I mean,
and paying $30,000 to see her.
Yeah, that was gonna be the next thing.
Yeah, she get paid $30,000 for her appearance.
How many times are they gonna pay you $30K because you said spit on it? Like heads are gonna have to eventually lock in. Like, oh, we're just burning money for real. Like, oh, we're actually lighting it on fire. But I mean.
A lot of platforms are going to ban you, right? Because obviously, if you said something offensive, if you said something that's like beyond the pale, that's going to get you. That's going to get you banned.
X'd out.
That's going to get you banned. So he did that, but beyond that, he actually committed some crimes in the United States. Now, a lot of people will point out that I'm not a South Korean lawyer. I am not. However, I am an American lawyer, and I am very equipped to review American cases. And in fact, federal cases are entirely within my purview. So we are now going to review. We have 2 cases right now involving Han Jong Yu. And you guys can look these up at home. For those keeping track, you can look this up. This is in the 5th court.
I trust you.
I've actually seen this article because, again, when I was looking up pictures to find, like, obviously Hank and to put on the thumbnail, this actually did show up for his case, which is funny enough. But you know what this just reminds me of? One of our supporter subscribers, I think her name is Melina on this, John. I'm pretty sure. If not, I messed up. But one of our supporters, right? Because I remember in the last video with Hank, I was saying where there's smoke, there's fire or whatever, because we were talking about that, John. And, yo, she put the funniest comment. Where there's smoke, there's fire? Nah. Where there's Johnny Somali, bro, there's Andrew Esquire. I was like, never. I was like, oh no, because it's so accurate.
Nice. I love that.
Nah, whenever there's Johnny Somali, you gonna peep game. You gonna peep that game.
Thanks for that quote.
On Andrew Esquire, gang. You already know. But yeah, see, and it applies to Hank too, because guess what? Look where we at.
Circuit Court of Appeals. United States versus Han Jong Yu, 2020. This is Hank. This is Hank. This is his U.S. case. I don't think anybody has pulled this up at this point. I think I'm the first one. And of course, this is public information.
I was about to
under
ask
the U.S.
that,
law.
and
This
he
is
answered me.
clearly
Thank
not.
you.
I mean, this is something that's absolutely not defamation because it's part of public record, right? And we're just going to read through it. And we're not going to do a PowerPoint now. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read the background and and then we're going to read some of the conclusions because there's 2 different ones here. But let's read what he was convicted of. Han Jong Yu was convicted on 8 counts under the Gun Control Act, 7 counts of making false statements to a federally licensed gun dealer in violation of 18 U.S.C. 924, and 1 count of possession of a firearm by.
Wait. Was convicted on 8 counts under the Gun Control Act and 7 counts of making a false statement to federally licensed gun dealers.
Oh, that sounds scary. That sounds like you got plans.
And I know this is the crime like he already like had dealt with or whatever. But like when you know this is on the personal background of someone that's associating with Johnny Somali, what does that make you think of Johnny Somali even more now? Like the people, it just goes back to what I used to always say, and I'm gonna keep saying, the 5 people you surround yourself with make you. So if you surround yourself with a criminal, or if you're surrounding yourself with multiple criminals, because the one person in your group did a crime and never did a crime again, you're not a criminal. But if the bulls around you are willing to do these criminal acts, bro, I'm assuming you are too. But we know Johnny is. He's the ringleader.
Did Hank get jail time?
For this, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. But I know he got these charges.
Okay.
A prohibited person in violation of Section 922. Because the evidence was sufficient to establish each element of 924, we affirm his conviction on 1 through 7. But because he was not committed to a mental institution within the meaning of 922, we reverse the judgment of conviction. So this is important. Hank, or Han Jong-yu, was saying that he was committed to a mental institution. That was a material part of the findings. So let's read the background here, because this is very interesting.
So, Hank, you were committed to a mental institution, but you were trying to have firearms? Yo, I mean, like, the arguments just be writing themselves. I ain't gonna lie, the idiocy really just be showing on the face. That's really tough. Yo, synopsis said retard. That's really tough. I don't know, like, it's looking bad. I don't understand. Because wouldn't you think in your head, what's one of the last people you'd probably want to have a gun? Someone who might be mentally ill, correct? Like, yeah, they usually say that's on a lot of gun safety PSAs. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, man, how do people ruin their lives like this? I don't understand. It never fails to baffle me, man. It never does.
Han Jong-yu was, and by the way, I'm reading this neutrally, regardless of how I feel about about the Gun Control Act and federal gun laws. I'm just reading this out, right? I'm not giving my really opinion on any of that. Han Jong-yu was involuntarily committed to treatment under New Jersey's temporary ex parte procedure twice. So involuntarally committed against his will.
In New Jersey. He was in Jersey. Interesting.
First, in August of 2013, you agreed to be transported to Rutgers University Police Department.
This fool was closer to us than y'all
yes.
think, bro.
Who?
I ain't gonna lie. I could have had a duel with him. I ain't gonna. This is actually really close to us, y'all. So that's kind of, small world, I guess.
RUPD to a hospital for evaluation. There, a screener, a physician, and a psychiatrist determined that you met the criteria for mental illness, was a danger to himself and others, and should be involuntarily committed to a mental institution. Based on their certifications, a New Jersey Superior Court judge found probable cause to believe that you was in need of involuntary commitment. The judge issued a temporary order for involuntary commitment of adult, ordering that you be committed to a hospital pending a court hearing. In about 2 weeks, you was discharged from the hospital 4 days before the scheduled hearing. RUPD took you to a hospital for another evaluation in 2015, so 2 years later. Rutgers took him in, right?
So
once again, a screener,
here.
physician, and psychiatrist determined that you met the criteria for mental illness and should be committed. And once again, a New Jersey Superior Court judge ordered that you be temporarily committed pending a court hearing 12 days later. You was discharged 6 days before a scheduled hearing. A few months later, in January 2016, you tried to buy a gun. But because the National Instant Criminal Background Check, NICS, revealed that you had been adjudicated as mentally deficient and committed to a mental institution, his purchase was denied.
Okay.
I love how
Like I said earlier, clearly should be. Like that's obvious.
people always say the system doesn't work, and then it does, and then, yeah. Anyways, that is a little bit of my opinion there, but that actually just shows the system.
I mean, in fairness to what Legal Mindset just said, now obviously there is slips through the system. Sometimes people who shouldn't be able to purchase a gun will be able to access and be able to purchase it, and that's unfortunate that can happen. But in this case, Hank, you mentally, you tried to really buy, bro really thought he was Arthur Morgan, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro, Jones is crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, all I can keep saying is just like, who is surprised by this? Like, I'm really not, because again, when you see their actions on the live streams and VODs, it's just like, like, what is going on? Okay.
Well, it worked. The FBI explained upon news inquiry that he was a prohibited person under one of the 10 possible categories in Section 921 and 922, but did not specify which one applied. You kept trying, but often successfully, to buy firearms from 2016 to 2017. So he was able to actually buy some guns between 2016 and 2017. Each time he had to fill out a Form 4473. To answer the question on that form, you stated he was a citizen of the United States 7 times. Right? So
oh yeah, this is what he was saying back in the interview. Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, well, they said even though I'm not like exactly what he said, a non-U.S. citizen. they still said I should file as a citizen.
Yeah, on the form of whatever. This national of okay.
And then they kept asking him, well, nah, it says you are a non-citizen, so how does that make you be able to sign for citizen? He had no answer. He had no rebuttal. He had nothing they could come up with that was a
No, but he
coherent
said
answer.
he did trip. He got tripped up, or he got himself caught up. He did
Yeah,
admit
he
it.
said, yeah, I messed up. Yeah, we know. What? Am I supposed to feel
Well,
bad? Like, you tried multiple times.
Not trying to be funny or make any jokes, but he did get taken in for mental illness.
Yeah, I understand that, but like they rejected you 7 times. I understand if you messed up the first time because that's what you thought it was. I understand if you try to clarify and maybe mess it up a second time. Fine, we all make mistakes. 7 times they denied you 7 different times and you kept trying.
Mental.
Like, dang, like, see, and that's what I'm saying. I give it mom this one because it's literally facts. Like, they told him he was like little mentally ill, bruh. So yeah, he can plead insane, which I hope he can. I mean, well, I hope he won't, because if he does.
7 different times he said he was a U.S. citizen. He correctly identified his country of citizenship as South Korea, not the United States, twice. So he is a South Korean citizen. He is not an American citizen. Yu was convicted of 8 crimes under the Gun Control Act, 7 counts of making a false statement to a federally licensed firearms dealer in violation of 924, and 1 count of possession by a prohibited person under 922. He appeals the conviction. This was appeal. So let's go down to the bottom, because I'm not going to go through all of the logic here. So we conclude that Yu's temporary hospitalization based on an ex parte order signed without the hearing does not constitute commitment to a mental institution. So one of those was overturned because the temporary commitment wasn't actually meeting the statute, and that's kind of following the statute strictly. So the court says, okay, he didn't meet the actual legal definition of that, so we're reversing on that.
Okay.
But as to everything else, he's still affirmed. He's still in trouble. So that was his first court case. So mind you, once again, this is a first court case. Now, we're going to talk a lot today about
That's just
money.
the first course.
And we're going to talk a lot today
first court
about
case.
the amount of money that Johnny has, the amount of money that Hank has. This is very relevant.
That's going to be very interesting. But yeah, so seeing the first part of this part of the video that Legal Mindset is showing, seeing that Hank obviously had some prior criminal history being in a country that he wasn't even a citizen of, and obviously being the U.S. being Korean, he being a Korean citizen. Yeah, it's just already bad looks, and this already shows his mental state, and clearly we already know his mental state is off considering, they evaluated him to be in a mental institution a couple of times, literally in different years, which is crazy. Like, oh my God, how many times did they gotta tell you need to go, bro, and you need to stay? That's beyond it. But yeah, the fact that he tried to continuously buy firearms in this case, it just shows that his mental state is just not clear. And this is the type of people that definitely shouldn't be associating with Johnny, because not only could Johnny influence him to do even worse actions considering his prior history himself, but now it's like, bro, y'all just playing off each other with y'all stupid John being butt buddies. Y'all just convincing each other to be worse and worse humans. I don't understand what we doing here. Like, this is the worst nightmare blunt rotation I ever seen right here, bro. We got Johnny the ringleader, the clown. Then we got, no. Johnny's the ringleader, the ringmaster. He's whipping these bulls, making them do stupid John. Hey, do this for the stream. You got Gino, the court jester, who keep getting beat up. We keep making him look like a clown. And then we got Hank. Who the Hank? Hank the strong man that's just not strong. That John really tough. Like, I don't know what to tell him. We got the whole circus going around over here. It's crazy.
He know law. He had no choice but to know law.
Yeah. Thanks. But all right, let's see what we're getting into now.
Relevant question. These appeals, like this, are extremely expensive. There is no way that a person with no money could do them. It's impossible. You would need to be severely bankrolled to do this. This is not something that you could do for like $350, right? This is something that's going to cost.
Andrew's funny.
He said, yo, this one right here ain't $350 though.
This ain't $350.
This ain't $350. Ooh.
This ain't $350.
Nah, this at least $550 though. I'm not gonna lie, this ain't $350, $550 though. For this
one. You better keep going.
Yeah, this job.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
Ooh,
if not,
tens
this
of
is the appellate court. So to go to the district court, it could have cost.
Yo, Hank don't got
I don't
cheese,
really
so
know the
how?
cost, but it's not 1,000.
Actually, no, I'm lying because Hank
He
got the
said no,
penthouse
no.
though. Because they were staying, at one point, Gino was staying with Hank, for sure. So Hank got some type of living or some type good situations.
It would be at minimum somewhere $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. It's significant. The cost is significant. So especially if you've got an attorney, even if
Now
you're doing
wait,
it pro se.
my bad. No pause, much of energy. But didn't Hank say in an interview that he was like an engineer? He was going to school to be an engineer, some type
And his
Jones.
father's a chief or something.
No, it was like his uncle or something like that. He was the attorney general.
Yeah,
One of the
so-
attorney generals, not the attorney general. He was
I
one.
thought he said
He was
his
attorney or
father was.
something. No, his father was the. I'm trying to remember the story. Because I remember he said he was sometimes stay with his uncle. But then he would go back and forth with his mom and dad. His dad was in Korea. His mom was in the what's the name, and his uncle was also in was also in the U.S. I forgot which one of them lived in California. One of them.
No, the uncle's in California. I already know that because I was wondering.
Oh yeah, and then the mom's like in Arizona. Funny enough, that's where Johnny was at. So maybe earlier prior history. I don't know. You know, conspiracies, I guess. But yeah. So but even still, that just makes me think like where. I don't know. It's just like this all like when you want to get obviously the background information, all the prior information to be able to evaluate all this stuff that's going on. It's hard. It's just I just don't see where it all connects the dots at, man. All I'm seeing is that these bulls definitely should have never met each other and or associated.
Which he wasn't, right? Which he wasn't, because you can see that here. He had a law firm. He had a law firm, right? The Von Cleef law firm, Longview, Texas.
You're not beat him.
All right. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Was that his? No, yeah, that's his. That's his appellee as L. Charles Von Cleef, the Von Cleef Law Firm, Longview, Texas. So they represented him there. So he had a lawyer. He was not doing this pro se. So that's one lawsuit. But that wasn't the only one. We have another one.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have another one. And it's just as recent as last year. Hank is still trying to get back in the U.S. He's still trying to fight to get back in the U.S. 2023, May 2023.
Bro,
literally
he's still
last
trying?
year. This was published. Han Jong-yu versus United States. So once again, he filed a motion to vacate his sentence under 28 U.S.C. 225. So he was convicted under those acts, right? And he tried to appeal. He got one thing knocked down, but the rest of it was affirmed, right? And we lay out the facts here. It also, this is an important fact here.
Hold on. Movan. Is that Movan him? Was convicted on 8 counts. 7 counts. Okay, this is still Hank. Okay, pay attention. He was sentenced to 97 months in prison.
Yeah, but did he serve it though?
I doubt it. Nah, of course not. Because how long would that be? Because obviously 12 months is a year, so that's like.
Oh man.
Which one is
36 is 3 years.
Which one?
48 is 4.
Which one is 96 times 12? I forgot. Isn't it 9? I think it might be 9. Because obviously 12 times 10 is 120. So
6.
Nah, I'm dumb. You know what?
6. 12
I ain't gonna lie.
6.
I'm giving up. I don't care. Y'all know Trill can't math.
72. I don't know.
Nah, let me stop
it's
playing.
After 255.
But in all seriousness, though, for him to get this amount of jail time for the crimes is absolutely crazy, bro. Like, that means his Jones was really that serious. And obviously, with that being said, why are we associating with these type of bulls? Like, bro, not granted. Oh, my bad. You about to say something?
Oh, I was still doing the math. It's 8 years in 1 month.
Oh, there you go. He could have got 8 years in jail. That's what we hoping Johnny get for real. But we died again. He's not getting that. But my main thing is to like, Johnny probably wasn't running no background checks on these randoms. So, of course, he probably didn't even know this fool Hank got this job.
Movement advised the court. And let's actually put it here. This is a really relevant fact. Movement advised the court he was deported to the Republic of Korea where he resides. So he was deported on 2021. So you can tell that Hank really, really wants to get back. Once again,
he got deported.
Really wants to try to get back. So crazy. He makes similar arguments here, and I want to kind of scroll down because we want to get to the beef here. And he also argues, this is actually really hilarious. Let me see if I can find this. He tries to argue there was jury bias. This is a really funny argument. I have rarely seen this one. Okay, here's one. So he tries to argue. So this is a funny one. As an American attorney, no. He tries to argue that the judge made me swear to the Christian God, and I'm not a Christian. That was his argument. The argument was that in court, the judge was making him swear to the Christian God, and he's not a Christian, right? Let
me guess. They didn't want him to like lie on oath or something. They usually do Johns like that. Mm-hmm. It got to be some John like that. That's why they're saying this. There's no way.
And that was a proof of jury bias. So that was going to, because it was a Texas case, and because everybody knows Texans are all Christians, right? This is Hank's argument. His lawyers made this argument, Hank made this argument, that because Hank is not a Christian, and because a judge tried to make him swear to the Christian God, that there was a jury bias. Well.
I mean, I don't have to be the one to tell you how idiotic that is, right? Like, we don't even have to waste time. Okay, I feel it.
Well. Actually, that wasn't what happened. And you actually get this is actually the transcript. So I'm going to read you guys the transcript. This is actually hilarious. So this is the relevant part. And I'm going to do the voices. The courts.
I know,
the court. Call your next witness Mr. Yu, that's it, sir. I would like to self-testify. Court says, take the stand. Mr. Yu says, may I testify from here? So let me pause. So right here, Hank is trying to testify from like where you stand with your lawyer, right? From the bench. Right, or sorry, not from the bench. From the prosecution stand or the lawyer's table, right? The plaintiff side, defense side, they have kind of the tables, the judge is at the front, and you have a witness stand. You need to come forward as a witness. So he's trying to tell the judge, first of all, self-testify is not the right term, right? Just, you're going to testify. Okay, I get it. And so, may I testify from here? No, the judge tells you to take the witness stand. He says, oh, well, I need to present. And so I think Hank has read some like sovereign citizen stuff. And if you guys know anything about sovereign citizens, they are the lolcows. They are the absolute jokes of the legal world. Some of my favorite streams to do, and I do, of course, court watching streams where I watch trials, I watch things. Some of the best ones are sovereign citizens or people that are sort of like sovereign citizens. They make crazy arguments. Those are some of the best. Those are some of the most fun cases. They're absolutely fascinating to watch. This is sort of like a sovereign citizen-y argument.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'd probably imagine. Why? Because we're watching idiots. I mean, like, it's simple enough. Like, because, bro, this fool Hank was really trying to testify right next to his lawyer. Now, maybe, I don't know why he was trying to do that, because he said, well, I need to present. Okay, why don't you present from the witness stand over there? But clearly, Hank is an idiot. So, we know he's not trying to do that. But I'm trying to figure out, because obviously this is just like a transcript, and, you know, let me go smart real quick. You know, y'all can see that John again. What was he trying to do here? Like, what was he trying to? What was he trying to show them? The gun twirl? You know what I'm saying? How he could cock back the barrel on a revolver? What was he trying to show him? I don't understand. Like, yeah, that baffles
He's
me.
going like, oh, I need to do this. He's like kind of telling the judge. Whenever you start telling the judge how things are going to go, you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. So. Let's go here. The court, so the judge says, you can take it to the witness stand if you raise your right hand and Miss Schroeder will swear you in. And this is oath administered.
No pre-watch. I just had a feeling, bruh. I just had a feeling. It had, because that's the only way this would have made sense to me. Like, if they made him swear under oath or some John, and then that's why he would use that argument. Oh, yeah, they try to make me swear under Christian faith. What are you even talking about? No, we just want to make sure you're not going to lie on your court, bruh, when you on your own case, bruh. Because if you do, and we find out you lied, you go into jail. Can't stand these bulls, man. They're just a different level of stupid. And this was years ago. That's the crazy part. Or this was 3 years ago.
You made me put my hand on the Bible.
I am not Christian, ma'am, but I do solemnly affirm in the name of... No. I didn't even read it. Oh my God, Mom, please read it.
I'm reading it.
Please read it. Oh my God, this is not real. This is... Mom, please stop. Mom, please stop. This is not real.
So President Washington,
Mom,
George Washington was his God?
Mom.
Come on, press play.
Yo, yeah, I'm about to start crying real tears. I didn't even read. Oh my. I solemnly swear an oath to our Lord, Savior, and our God, Zaddy, George Washington. I mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah, he's clearly stupid.
And then Mr. Yu says, I am not a Christian, ma'am, but I do solemnly affirm in the name of President Washington. By the name of good old George, I do affirm.
Ah, man. George,
just
you'd be
so you guys
so proud.
know, you don't have to actually, just a real quick fact check here. You do not have to be a Christian to swear. You just have to say that what you're saying is truthful,
Exactly.
right? Any so help me God or anything is essentially just a relic of a past day, right? It's not actually legally impactful whether or not you are religious, right? You just swear to tell the truth. That's pretty much it, right? You are promising you're going to tell the truth so that if you are lying, you could be convicted of perjury, right?
Exactly.
That is the real important thing there, that you're saying what you're saying
Because
is
lying
true.
under oath is a crime, and that can be punishable very severely.
Your religiosity is not there. In fact, if being religious could get you out of court, well, then that would get a lot of people out of court, right? Because a lot of people are non-religious, especially nowadays. Even many people who may have been born Christians or baptized don't really identify as that. So, end of this case, Rio, here's the recommendation. Oh, no, sorry. Under the controlling standard, movement, that's Hank, must show that reasonable juries could debate whether or not the petition should be resolved in a different manner. Movement has not made any substantial showing of a denial of a constitutional right, nor has he shown that reasonable jurists could debate whether his motion to vacate or correct sentence should have been resolved in a different manner, or that issues presented are adequate to deserve encouragement to proceed further. Consequently, he is not entitled to a certificate of appealability. He was fucking wrecked in court. He was completely blown out of water. Guys, this case, this year in 2023, this is last year, would have been tens of thousands of dollars to go through.
And I don't even want to imagine what that would cost now with inflation, because inflation is quite literally destroying the economy. So that stuff. But what was my main thing going to be with this? Yeah, how many jurors do they usually have? Like 12 jurors, something around there. Like usually a dozen jurors. It was 12-0. So what? Okay, y'all. From this part of the video, what did we learn here? We learned we don't go and take stupid cases to the courtroom, because in the courtroom we have to actually rub our two brain cells together. This is what we learned here. Lovely. So the next time y'all, you want to take a case to, severe courts, let's make sure, you actually have at least a 5% chance of winning, because he had a -12. It was looking bad. So yeah, no pun intended with the 12 jurors.
This lets me know that mental illness is for
Oh,
real,
yeah.
even though, but it's really for real.
He
but
absolutely has.
Yeah.
No question. Like, I don't
I'm
even
seeing
know.
all the connection with Johnny. I'm seeing why.
Oh yes,
Why
absolutely.
they became buddies.
Oh, fantastically, because they're both so enamored in their own delusions. It's so crazy. Like they're see. I'm trying to tell you, they're on a whole different level from us. They're seeing things that we can't see, bro. Somehow in their degenerate nuisance actions and all these Jones that they're doing, harassing people. Somehow in this, they're finding the way to true enlightenment. We just can't understand. We're just mere mortals. This is stupid, John. Yeah, these two butt buddies, man. Clowns.
And file and put together, which is very interesting, because we've had information come out, and I know that the people out there in Johnny's super secret communications are salty about it. But you've got over here a comment from Hank, whose ID here is Petronius, which is actually, if you remember that video that we caught with the fireworks, he calls himself Petronius. And you see this message right here from Hank? You see his picture. You can see his picture here. So clearly here it's Hank, right? So Hank says, yo, I need someone to send me some financial support. I am doing fucking terribly right now due to all these legal bullshit. This guy says, oh, you don't say. Me, after I searched your name online, I got like 40 NEETs. NEETs is like another word for hikikomori, not in education or not in education, employment, or training. So it's like people who are at home all day, which he's the NEET, right? He's the one who really...
Oh, hey, that's me. Let me stop playing. But yeah, like, I find it funny this post, like, oh, you don't say, because literally he did what any person would do. Oh, man.
GoFundMe?
No. I'm doing so, Hank, I'm doing so bad. I'm doing terribly, bro, due to all this legal BS. Obviously not stating what he did, just saying legal BS. He's saying, oh, you don't say. Me, after I set your name up, like any person would do. You're going through legal BS. Oh, well, who are you? Well, what did you do? Oh, you don't say. Like, obviously, because you're an idiot. Word. And he's talking about, I got like 40 NEETs conspiring against me. These people aren't NEETs. These people are doing their job because you are a criminal. Like, I don't, bro. Oh my God. Like, this is. Oh my God. How do you live in this?
40 then. How
doesn't
many
have a job.
now?
He's kind of a loser.
No.
I've got like
Are
40
we
NEETs
part of it?
conspiring
You
against
got
me. I
two
need
more,
to
at least.
hire a lawyer to crush them. So he's literally begging for money from Johnny's supporters. So he's actually going in, this is to Johnny's supporters and Johnny's community, and begging Johnny's community when Johnny has no money, when Johnny has no attorney. Johnny's has a public defender, which once again, public defenders aren't bad, but they're not the best. They're not the highest quality, right? Johnny doesn't have a top tier attorney. So he's begging Johnny's community for money when Johnny doesn't even have it. And what type of friend does this? You know? What
The type of friend that isn't your friend. You just said some certain Johns to him. Y'all both felt the same on some John. Y'all decided to go out and make the worst content known to mankind, and then
Trying
realize,
to make more money.
Trying
to make money.
Oh, that content really isn't making the cheese that we thought it was, because, oh, wait, people just want to only see us fail. Oh, wait, they're only sending us TTSs because they want to see us get into a lot of trouble. Oh, wait, us getting in trouble for them Jones, wait, actually has consequences. Oh, wait, now that the consequences are here, we didn't make no cheese for them actions we was doing. Maybe we went wrong.
He ain't going to the gym. He got money. Or maybe he going to the gym in the bottom of his building. At the gym.
It's amazing. And what community does Johnny have? This guy doesn't legitimately have a community, bro. These people aren't legitimate fans. You're not an unironic fan of Johnny Somali. I'm sorry, I refuse.
Friends. What type of friend, instead of thinking of you, is thinking of himself in his own legal case? And by the way, so he's trying to sue people for money. So he just wants to sue people so he can make some money. Okay. So he can get some money here. This created a little bit of commotion. Also, there were some other statements that were a little bit controversial, right? So Hank made another one here. This is one of his super secret messages. So people are asking, how's the legal situation going? And he says, good for me, bad for Johnny. Good for me, bad for Johnny. But 10 years seems excessive. That's somebody responding to Hank. And then Hank saying, well, most likely Johnny won't go to prison. Most likely, but he didn't say for sure. Because even he knows that it's not looking good at this point because they're stacking charges and more are coming. So a lot of people have been pushing back against him and kind of compiling his statements against him. And I'm just going to play. In fact, we'll do the YouTube one first. There's a lot of this stuff is on Rumble, but this is a really interesting compilation.
Oh, this one's going to be
let's
good.
Just
so
say.
Hank is on
I'm going to
Rumble
pull this
too?
up, guys. It's a little bit.
I don't think he got his own account. I'm assuming when they say Rumble, I mean like being on Johnny's vlogs.
Okay.
I'm assuming, but we're going to
a compilation. So strap in. There's a little bit of offensive language here, a little bit of spicy content. So this is a compilation that someone made. The truth.
At least Hank admitted to being stomped out by the girl. He did. He said her foot was on my face. Her foot was on my face. Or he said her foot was on my head. So at least he admitted it.
Hank, you did bad, big bro.
Yo, look at Hank, yo.
You did bad, big bro.
I thought he said he wanted to shoot a 1v1 in the gym, right?
He did bad.
We could have took it to the gym. I can't.
Yeah, that sounds embarrassing. I don't know how y'all boys be getting
Truth about Hank, right? And it's got a compilation
Look at the
of the
sword in
video,
his hand.
as well as some statements by Hank.
See the sword?
Right.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, call the cops. I don't care, Hank. It's a content. Call him. Call him. Okay, you call him, Hank. I don't think we should call him.
So he was there saying he wants money or he will call the cops. So constantly what you're going to see as a theme is Hank needs money.
Police. We came here. There's no reason to call the police. That's to call the police. Nope.
So even Ramsey Khalid Ismail, the Golden Goblin, is calling Hank a bitch for, in his words, not even mine, his words. That's Ramsey Khalid Ismail's word, for calling the cops. And he wants to call the cops on people whose house they showed up at. Think about that for a second. They showed up and harassed these people. We saw this video with fireworks, with everything else. And Hank wants to be called the cops, and Ramsey calls them out. Very hilarious.
Don't call the police. I want some money. You want some money?
He wants money. See, and you're going to see this as a theme. Hank is broke as hell.
I'm not calling the cops, Chad. That's a why would I call? I don't call. Johnny Somali's not called cops. I even told Hank, we're not calling the cops. What the fuck?
He's literally on the phone.
That is literally cap, because when you were getting jumped and beat up, when you literally said for people to come find you and beat you up, you literally said you're gonna call the police. So you're actually a liar. So that's literally base cap that I'm already gonna get on. But it doesn't matter, because both of you are biatches regardless, because both of y'all be getting stomped out and both of y'all not standing on no business. So it doesn't matter. Like, yo, Johnny, you're not calling anyone out. This gremlin, this lobotomite on our screen, this 5'2" actual Smurf, like, bro, like yeah, let's go ahead and put some positive energy into the world. Let's continue. Let me not keep putting out this negative energy.
Phone with them. So this is in the car actually as they're moving around same night.
I'll give him that.
I want some legal.
But I'm learning where the line is.
Yo, listen.
We're gonna see. Oh yeah, here's the clip I really want to show. This is the best part.
Money, dude.
Whatever you do, I cannot control you. I told you not to call the.
Why should I call the cops?
Don't.
Give me a reason why.
Because then we snitches. We don't snitch.
Yo,
Don't call the cops.
I want some money, man.
We not snitch.
So okay, he says, why shouldn't I call the cops? And he's saying, I want money. And listen to how much money he's complaining over. Okay, this is the best part. Here we go.
Find these psychopathic every time.
I can feel it.
All right, I got cash. Go to the gas station. I got cash.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I paid a lot of tolls too, you know.
I got you.
The tolls are like a couple dollars. So he's wanting him to chip in for like, and which is reasonable. By the way, it is reasonable to ask somebody to chip in for gas and tolls, right?
Yeah,
but it's
no,
like it's not a huge amount of money. right? It's not a huge amount of money, but let's see. He's going to complain about a very specific amount of money right now.
I pay all the tolls, bro.
And I also lost 10,001.
How'd you lose 10,001?
I dropped it somewhere. I don't know. Fuck, man.
What? That's not my fault.
Cap, that was the fees you paid for that stupid behind lawsuit, that court date you just had, wasn't it? That was a 10 bands from the Jong when you tried to go 12. When you got 12 and 0'd. You just dropped it or something. No one. I need to literally. I'm gonna look y'all in the face directly when I say this, and this is coming from Troll the Pocket Watcher. No human in existence just drops $10,000. No human has ever done that in the history of mankind. So yeah, Hank, I'm gonna need you to stop capping.
He just dropped it. He just dropped it. I just dropped it.
I just dropped it somewhere. Like, shut up. Like, bro, what is you talking about, bro? Pissing me off, bro.
Johnny looks so
Yeah, that's not my fault. You're blaming that. The tolls, I'll pay for the tolls and the gas.
I was like hurting my ass. So like, donations gonna easily cover the 10,001, right?
Yes, for sure. I'll give you 25% of what I need tonight. I'll calculate it tomorrow.
All right. Well,
So right there, 10,001. And in case you guys don't know, I'm going to do a little quick calculation for you guys. In case you guys don't know, at the current exchange rate, because it actually has dropped down quite significantly. Okay, I'm going to flashbang you guys a little bit. Sorry about that. So guard your eyes a little bit on this one. But 10,001 right now is 6.97 USD. It's $7.
Remind me of that other. I gotta shut up because we have $7 for gas and toll. I got $7 to go and have some company. Yo, I'm just saying. I'm just like, if they going back and forth, then what about now? But Johnny ain't with Hank. So where's Johnny staying if he ain't with Hank?
This is coming from the bull with literally like nothing, y'all. If you is pressed and stressing about $7, you quite literally do not need to be hanging out with any person, let alone Johnny Somali. You need to be locking in on your own grind and getting your money up and not your funny, even though there is nothing funny with their funny. Oh my god. I don't even, you know what? Let's just keep going. I can't do it.
Right? Literally busting him up over
they are on levels untold.
$7 US.
They're thinking past us. I'm trying to tell you.
Insane. Now, yes, he was saying it was his fault he lost it, but what I'm saying, once again, it's all about the money, right? And you don't argue about that unless you've got some serious money issues.
Financial problems.
You've got some serious money concerns.
But we know he does.
So, of course, Hank was not very happy about these videos. In fact, this was his response, I believe, to this video or another.
And yeah, Johnny going to be out in the field soon, so it's tough. I ain't going to lie, bro. Mr. Cabbage Patch.
He going to be eating that bag cabbage leaves.
I ain't going to lie, yo.
That's ripped off.
Hey, that's a good diet, though. Hey, listen, he going to be getting his greens in now.
I hope he find a sugar cane because with some sugar in that cabbage.
Nothing about this sweet. Nothing about this sweet at all. I ain't gonna lie. This one is just good in nutrients right here, man. This is gonna be good in hard work and labor too.
He better find them twigs. Trying to start that fire.
Nah, but what's the point of having roasted cabbage? Now we just really gelling. I ain't gonna lie. Now it's just like, dang.
Oh my god,
yo, this. Oh man, this is comedy, y'all, man. This is all good right here.
Similar video about that. This is him over here, Rising Eagle 93, who posted LMAO Defamation 101 over here. I'm Hank Yu, and I'm telling you, all of you, to unsubscribe. So Hank, obviously, once again, he's trying to bully people with like Korean laws. He's trying to use Niji Sanji logic, which is, I'm going to use Asian defamation laws against Americans. Because a lot of the people that are posting this are in America, or they're like Kyopo or whatever else. And a lot of the people that are mad about this are abroad. So he's trying to take those laws from Korea and apply them abroad. And by the way, most of this would not be defamatory because it's public interest, right? Because it's clearly public interest for the public footage of Ramsey Khalid Ismail, who's on trial to be played. And most of these statements are from public statements or things that are said in Discord to an open group of people.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
And a lot of them, Jones, is on the VODs, on camera, with your face attached to it. What are we talking about?
Once again, about irrelevant persons. So these are things that are of public interest. So even under Korean law, these things will probably be permitted, right? But he's trying to take this and apply it abroad, and it's just not going to work, right? And his demand for everybody to unsubscribe is not going to work. So one more. This is an interesting one because so a lot of the things here have been commenting. Okay, well, how is Hank getting his money? Well, one thing is, and this has been pointed out, is he likely has a very wealthy parent, and most people are speculating it's his mom, right? So his mom is like extremely wealthy.
I just feel like on Hank's part, bro, that's so hypocritical too. Because like, remember on the interview with the guys from K-Town Social, he was like, oh, I don't know why it's a big deal about Johnny doing and John to the comfort women statues and all that, but then it's a big deal when Heads is roasting you for being a literal lobotomite. It's like y'all feelings is hurt, y'all pressed, y'all don't like the hypocrisy, but y'all constantly do it. Oh my God, yo, like I just be trying to yell, like I just be like,
Calm down.
Again, let me put some more positive energy into the world.
Okay.
And that's how he's getting all of the money to file these legal cases, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to. And in case you guys don't know, there's kind of in Korea, and in my Korean brothers and sisters, you guys can back me up here. In Korea, there's kind of social stratification based a lot on wealth, assets, etc. Right? So there's this concept of spoons and like what type of spoon you are. Obviously, most of us are aware of the concept of a silver spoon.
I'm about to say silver
right?
spoon.
Being high.
Yeah, that means
I'm aware of a plastic spoon.
You say you wear a plastic spoon?
Yeah.
I was aware of my hands. I ain't gonna lie, I was aware of my hands. Alright. I ain't gonna hold you. It's tough. But yeah, nah. Silver spoon is like if you upper middle class. It's like, yeah, you living right. Like, silver spoon is like, yeah, if you got bought a car when you were 16. Like, you just got your Jong. Yeah, you definitely silver spoon. And you not about to tell me you're not either. Like,
high end, right? So that's something here. Now, whether or not he's at the highest end or middle, lower, whatever, but obviously there's some significant funding here behind him. But there was a particularly interesting comment here about his will. Now, of course, a will is something that you leave when you die. And typically if someone dies without a will, or even does have a will, they would leave it to someone who's their family, maybe their wife. Obviously, he's unmarried. I'm actually, once again, I'm not sure, and it's not material as to what his sexual orientation is, right? Whether he's bisexual or gay, whatever, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna leave it at this. If y'all go watch the last, I would say 10 minutes of the K-Town Social, either watch their actual video of the interview with Hank, or go watch our version of the video of Arrested reacting to it. You'll see what it is, or go read the comments of that video. You'll definitely see what it is.
Matter to me. But of course, you could leave it to somebody else. So he actually comments here who he would leave his will to, and mind you, like I said, his parents or.
So how much money I gotta bet you right now is Johnny Somali? How much? How much we gotta bet?
No, I'm just wondering why he talking about
jealous.
a will right now.
No, and that what's crazy? You really read my mind, because also I was thinking too. I'm thinking like, bro, do you think you're gonna die or something soon? Like
hanging out with Johnny? Yeah, he thought that.
I would say you should start thinking about a will when you hit like
my age,
maybe like 50. But I think even that's kind of crazy. Like unless you got some underlying.
He's hanging out with Johnny.
I would say you start thinking of a will when you hit retirement age. Like, as soon as you hit 65, yeah, you should probably start thinking about a will. And that's not even me trying to be mean, because, shoot, I know a lot of heads at 65 that got a ton of life left in them. Yo, they chilling, but they living good. Some of y'all, as I've been saying, yo, y'all be hating on some of y'all elders, but y'all elders is straight flexing on him. I remember this one. Y'all be scrolling on TikTok. Obviously, yo, TikTok, you see a bunch of Johns, but, like, y'all scrolling on TikTok, and there's this one old dude. He got mad bands. He always be flexing. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, you got it, big bro. He flexing on us at 65, and I'm still tight. I'm like, I wish it was me. That's tough. But yeah, I do not know why why Hank is trying to write a will or have a will now, considering he can't be no older than 30. Because if Johnny Somali is 24, I'm gonna assume Hank is probably around the same age. Maybe like, I'm gonna say I think he's probably around like 26. I think that would make sense. But obviously we don't know his age. But yeah, that's kind of weird.
Parent, right, has been funding him this entire time, supporting him this entire time. And look, despite that, right, who does he say he would leave his will to? Who does he say he would leave his will to? Let's play this.
That's his best friend. That's the friend he left the will for.
Oh, really?
He's black like us.
So if he died, the will goes to him? I'll take it.
You gotta get it notarized for him. Don't say that. Sorry. I won't say it. Shut up. Let me shut up. You think your mom watches?
Dude, you fucked up, man. Come on, man.
You think your mom watches, Hank?
No way. But someone might send that to my mom. Stupid motherfucker. Come on, man. Holy fucking shit, man.
My bad.
He got mad at
Sorry, I
Johnny.
didn't know your mom might watch. That's why I sent it to her. I didn't know.
So Hank got really mad
Wow.
at Johnny because Johnny was commenting that he is leaving his will is going to a friend, not to his mom, not to anybody else, not the people that helped him, not his parents, and he got pissed about that because someone might send it to his mom.
They did.
Probably gonna find out.
You know they did.
I am a
Facts.
D1 Johnny Somali and Associates hater. Y'all can go ahead and send that clip directly to his mother. And I do not care.
So that
I'm a
was to
D1
Hank's
hater.
mother.
Yeah, send that direct clip to his mother.
They
If y'all-
sent it to Hank's
Don't
mom.
harass his mom, by the way. But you can send that one video clip to his
Oh,
mom.
no, they made
Yeah, go ahead
sure.
and send
Did
that,
you hear what
Jonah.
he said on the latest video?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was
It was
one of the
good.
friend.
I ain't gonna
I ain't
lie.
got none of y'all. Don't even think about it.
Nah, it was definitely going to that older woman. You know what? Let me leave it Yeah, y'all, let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. Yeah, but that's crazy, though. Yeah, Hank, you just a crazy bull, because we pretty much at the end, we gonna finish out what Legal Mindset is saying, but yeah, I'm about to grill you,
now,
though.
huh?
I'm not gonna
Probably
lie.
gonna find out now. Might cut him off. Might be kind of bad for him, right?
Yo,
got
his
really
parents
pissed off
should
that
have been
little
cut him
point.
off. I'm gonna keep it safe.
It's kind of a
But,
little
like,
note there,
that's
right,
besides
about
me.
what made Hank really mad, mentioning that publicly because he did that. And imagine somebody, your parents have been supporting your entire life, and you know what? And mind you, he has no assets anyways. He has nothing to give. It literally is just a moral statement of like I'm leaving it to my buddy instead of my parents.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving it because there is no it to
Yeah,
leave.
because he's over there begging for money. He's
Exactly.
trying to do him a GoFundMe page.
Like probably is some John. Like I don't know. It's just honestly all ridiculous. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. But before we get into the last Jones we give our own opinions and conjecture at the little end. That was Legal Mindset. Who is Hank? Henan John Yu. Johnny Somali's top ally. Summary review. If you guys want to watch the original video, obviously without the yap, give your own opinions and conjecture. That way, be down to responsibility of your own opinions and conjecture. Duh. My final thoughts. I mean, it looks like the cowboy got caught by the sheriff. I mean, I don't know what else like to tell y'all. He was definitely diagnosed and told he needed to be popping out at mental institutions multiple years in a row. He got caught trying to buy a gun when he knew that he was again filed to go obviously be under mental institution or filed under being a little mentally ill. He got 8 different charges for that. 7 ended up being false gun charges. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he was lying about trying to get a gun. You know what I'm saying? So that is bad. It's all the things when he tried to appeal his court, John, and went back and he got 12-0, absolutely retarded. He had no chance to win. Like, yeah, it's just showing the level of intelligence these guys were at. But that was pretty clear to y'all, I'm sure, because I don't know how many videos we made showing how freaking retarded these guys are. So that's pretty much it. Mom, what do we say?
Just
Crash out justifiable?
yeah. Now I'm understanding why him and Johnny
Fair.
are best friends.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, those are butt buddies, for sure.
I was just trying to figure out how did they connect.
And
with
I
each
don't
other,
care. I'm
but-
putting that John in the title, too, because it's going to be comedy I can laugh at.
What?
Oh, yeah. We're taking a look at Johnny Somali's butt buddy, Hank Yu.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because they
can't.
might as well be these 2 idiots. I ain't gonna lie. But yes, of course, like I say again, shout out Legal Mindset. Please go subscribe and like to Legal Mindset in all his vids because he is the lawyer in the case. And when I mean that, I mean he's the lawyer covering the Johnny Somali
Yes.
info and lore drama, the best out. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't gonna lie. Also, we shifting it over to the end screen, baby. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Me and Mom very much appreciate that. I ain't gonna cap 4K up, 4K down because y'all know what it is, man. 4K is coming up soon. We appreciate everybody subscribing and supporting. Turn on that ring, ding, 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 ding,
Sure.
ring,
Wait,
ding, ding,
sorry,
ding,
stuck
ding,
in my
ding.
analyst.
Post notification bell. So
I'm
every
sorry.
time Mom sure post a new video on the page, that boy be fresh from your feed, and I'm gonna be watching to see if you watching the whole vid. But what you saying now, y'all?
I was waiting to subscribe, but my fingers was stuck in the analyst. I was like, oh, my
You
bad.
never gonna grow up. That's really tough. Now I'm gonna stop playing. But yo, Mom, we at the end. Y'all know what month it is. Tell them what it is.
Happy holidays. So did y'all guess? I told y'all yesterday to guess what today was going to be. And yesterday was reindeer day. We had all the teachers out on brown
Shout
with
out, shout
our
out.
antlers, okay? And of course I had to be loud antlers. But anyway, happy holidays to you and your family. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. Shout out everyone. December,
Yes.
it's the holiday season. It's the season of giving.
Give the giving. Give to us by watching.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna say straight up, if you want to give us a gift or anything like that, we just appreciate everybody's time. Let me keep saying, y'all decide to support us, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, comment down below, you know what I'm saying, chat us
And
up.
speaking of that, I'm not here so you could get subscribers. I'm here because it's Mom and Trill.
Oh, yeah.
It's our
that was the
channel
other-
together.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that, John. I'm not worried about the stupid young boy. If the one boy, if y'all don't know what mom talking about, the one young boy was like, "Yo, bro, you need your mom to get views." Cool.
Yeah, views and subscribers.
I mean, anyone with any brain cells can rub together. I mean, y'all read the title of the channel. The channel isn't just Trill, it's Mom and Trill. So clearly, he's a 12-year-old that's an idiot.
Okay,
but
cool.
like,
Stop talking about people.
you know.
All right, but anyway, I'm watching if you watching. And we out.
Oh yeah, now I've been said that though.
Oh, my bad.
That's not even the last thing we say.
Oh, what's the last thing we say?
But we gonna catch y'all.
Happy holidays. Oh.
You know what, yeah, this is exactly why I'm going to be quitting. But anyway, in all seriousness, we gonna catch y'all when we cover the next bozo. Peace.